Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, good afternoon, dear audience of the third International Conference on English Language Teaching, ICON ELT, in Universitas Islam Malang. Let me introduce myself. I am Ririn Fatmawati. I am from Universitas Negeri Surabaya. Here, I want to talk about my topic about social emotional learning, integrating culturally responsive teaching in online learning. Okay, let me share screen. I repeat, my topic is about social and emotional learning, integrating culturally responsive model in online learning. For the introduction, as we know, the world has been paralyzed since the existence of the COVID-19 virus. This crisis can be found anywhere. The global situation has drastically changed. As the result of the virus spread, many industries experienced a crisis. One of them is the educational sector was impacted. Face-to-face activities that are typically carried at school or campuses have been transformed into online activities in order to disrupt the virus spread chain. Because of the severity of the pandemic, the government has finally decided to implement a regulation of the 2018 health quarantine law that restrict people and put movement within a control zone and allow regional administration to close border. This regulation has the potential to reduce and slow the spread of the virus. This pandemic situation has resulted in widespread social distancing as a means of limiting close-to-close contact, which is the most effective way of limiting the spread of coronavirus disease. In the educational sector, COVID-19 affected students exhibit disruptive and inactive behavior, which has a negative impact on socio-emotional and mental health during the pandemic. The school have contributed to the children increased feeling of social isolation and also loneliness. As the result, academic should advocate for school to reinvest in relation approaches and pay more attention to the student emotional need through the incorporation of socio-emotional learning style method. Okay, social emotional learning style defined as the process by which student and individual learn to recognize and manage their emotion set and achieve positive goal, feel and demonstrate empathy for others, form and sustain meaningful relationship, and also make responsible decisions. Socio-emotional learning, also defined as a set of abilities and characteristics that are both intrinsically valuable and have an impact on children's growth and outcomes. Okay, for this section, I discuss how to integrate and promote culturally responsive soft skills that improve teachers' ability to maintain their own health, well-being, and also emotional resilience. This study, I employ conceptual literature. It adds to the body of knowledge by proposing a CRT cell model to meet the growing needs of higher education students. Understanding other people's point of view and on issues, respecting each other's abilities, and cultivating empathy are all benefits of culturally responsive cell for teacher and student in higher education. For the subtopic is about self-emotional learning, SEL. The Collaborative for Academic, Social, and Emotional Learning, CASEL, was established in 1994 with SEL referring to explicit instruction and learning approaches that assist students in developing skills and attitudes in five competency domains. There are self-awareness, self-management, for example, self-regulation, relationship skill, social awareness, and the last is about responsible decision making. This is according to Westberg et al. 2015. It's important to remember, however, that self does not replace for the core as the core instruction. Social emotional learning, in the other hand, benefits students of all backgrounds and improve their overall school experience when taught as a supplement to the regular curriculum. When students' social emotional needs are taken into account, they are more likely to respond to the learning in the classroom. Okay, there are three themes emerged from the literature as critical component for the effectiveness of cell. The learning environment was influenced by, for the first is positive teacher-student connection, and the second is diversity and acceptance, and the last is student voice. Okay, the subtopic is about culturally responsive teaching (CRT). CRT equips teachers to work with students who are culturally, ethnically, racially, or linguistically diverse. Teachers who use CRT will use their student cultural and linguistic resources and see this knowledge as capital to build on other rather than a barrier to the learning. This teacher used this capital for the example, personal experience, and interest as the foundation for the instructional connection to help students learn and also develop. Educators must have a basic understanding of their student identities, culture, custom, background knowledge, and linguistic repertoire. Otherwise, the goal of teaching will be unfulfilled. Many teachers find it a work uh, to discuss and deconstruct their own social cultural past, values, and cultural identification, and some may consider it unnecessary. Okay, the next is the role of CRT and cell in higher education. Within the context of CRT cell is critical influencing the behavior of international students. When CRT is used in cell setting, it creates a nurturing learning environment for international student academic, psychological, social, emotional, and also cultural well-being. Many researchers believe that the more cell and CRT are integrated into the curriculum, the more students are exposed to inclusive learning environment, which leads to more equitable participation in academic debate and positive child outcomes, uh, according to Hastings, Jacob 2016, Herrera and Jeffer 2020. Okay, for the last, culturally responsive and sound educator learn how to use evidence-based instructional strategies to create a learning environment in which international students can develop academic skill and knowledge based on their unique cultural background, practices, values, and also norms. Okay, this my presentation. I hope dear audience have understood and clear. Finally, I would like to say thanks, many thanks to the official of the third international conference on English language teaching, ICON ELT of Universitas Islam Malang, for giving me opportunity. And last, see you in the next meeting. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.